All right, I'm going to show you the assembly. So we are going to assume that my plate is finished. It's not. I've only done this small section. And you want your flours to be dry so you don't mess them up. But you're going to start with your tortillas. What our goal is to add form. We want these tacos to look real, to look like they're three-dimensional. So we don't want to just glue this on here flat. We want it to stand up. So what I found works the best is instead of folding it just in half once like you would a typical taco, I'm folding it part way and then part way on the other side. You see how that's done? And then that way that gives me a surface to glue and hold all the paper, and the sides still pop up a little bit. So I wanna do that with both of my tacos. You can also do 3 tacos and figure out where I want them, how I wanna place them before I glue them down. And then I'm only gonna add glue to that flat part on the bottom. Okay, and then you're gonna be layering in your taco toppings. So starting with your meat, that's what I thought I started with. You could put a bunch of glue in the bottom, but I found it worked best if I just picked a spot that was sort of flat and stuck that down, okay? We want our tacos to be nice and full, so you're probably gonna need 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces of meat so that it looks nice and full. I don't have that many prepped, so I'm doing 4. All right, I'll stick that down. So there's my meat, and then I'm just gonna start layering on other things. So I've got some lettuce, and I did color this lettuce with the light green, so I wanna make sure that that part is pointing up. I'm just gonna add glue to one part of it that allows it to be stuck, but still stand up off of the plate. Maybe you want to like layer one right on top of the meat. Well, that didn't really stick, but there we go. Okay, just put all these down, going different directions, adding interest and variety. Okay, then I'm gonna do the tomatoes. So I have one side colored, one side not, and then I kind of just find a flat area, add glue to one spot, and then I can stick it down, but the whole thing isn't glued flat and pressed down on my page. Another tomato. Okay, I'm gonna add an onion. Same thing, just glue on part of it. And the lime, maybe I just want to add the lime to the plate rather than putting it on the taco. On my finished example, I added 2 limes. I don't know where my radish went, but somewhere there's a radish. So I'm gonna skip my radish, but you'll glue radishes down if you cut them out. And then I did the cheese last. So I just added a pretty good blob of glue on one side of the cheese and then just set it down onto my taco. And then it's also interesting because I'm sure when you eat tacos, all your taco stuff doesn't stay inside your taco. So have a few things that maybe have fallen out onto the plate. Like maybe there's a piece of cheese there, or maybe there's an onion on the plate. So I would keep going. I think my taco looks a little bit empty compared to these ones. They are a lot more full. They have a lot more meat. They also have the radishes. So this one is a little sparse, so add more, but that's how we're gluing everything down. Just holding it, adding glue into your hand, and then pressing it down, but not gluing all of it down, just part of it so it pops up and gives your art form.